Hey everyone, it's time for my weekly update, and as you know, in these updates I like to share with you a little bit about what's going on at D&T and a little tip that I've learned along the way. So let me get the D&T one out of the way at the beginning. Tax return season, get your tax returns over to us. It doesn't mean if you file early that you have to pay your tax early. It just means that you're forewarned of your tax bill, and forewarned is forearmed. Even better, this year, as we've moved to a subscription model, for most of you, it won't even cost you an accountancy fee to get it done early. So there's no reason why you should hold back. Instead, send it over to us. We'll get it done. You'll carry on paying monthly, and it just means that you know where you stand. So I'm going to share with you a tip about social media. In fact, a few tips and my learnings. Those of you that follow me on my personal social media accounts, so I'm fairly easy to find, will know that I've built quite a presence on social media. I've got about 175,000 followers over the platforms. But I did that some time ago, and I've been invited to speak in the US, the UK, and Europe about social media. But the stuff that worked back then doesn't work now. You see, I started my Twitter account in 2008. I started my Instagram probably 2015. And it was fairly simple at that time to use some what are now called hacks, where you would follow, reach the follow limit, unfollow, follow some more people, and so on. And it was a fairly easy way to build engagement and start speaking to people. But the world has changed. So if you're looking to supercharge your existing account or to start a new one, I've been the perfect blank canvas to try this out. So I set up a new account at Thoughts from Carl on Instagram. And I decided that what I was going to do on here was set up a new account with no jiggery pokery, but just to see how it can be organically grown. And I've not even done shout outs from my existing account. So I've not asked all followers to follow it or anything like that. Instead, I've tried to run it independently. So here's a couple of things that I've done that have worked. So the first one is I've made sure there's a real authentic voice behind it. So the posts aren't corporate in any way, shape or form. They actually come with a human voice in plain English, and they've got engaging artwork and so on. Now, I'm not an artist by any stretch of the imagination, but what I've tried to do is to find something that's visually appealing. So there's a consistency in the fonts, the layout, the style of posts, and the text and the captions that come in, so that people know what they can expect. Secondly, as I've got new followers, which have come in organically through a hashtag strategy, I've sent each and every follower, every liker, every commenter a personal voice note. So I've sent them a voice note just saying that this is a brand new account. I really do appreciate your follow. It's new to me. I'm just starting this up. Really appreciate you being part of this journey. So I'm sure we've all been there when a social media account sends us an automated text message that might include our handle rather than our first name or something like that. And we can just tell that it's not been typed up by the person. Well, a personal voice note with their name is really powerful in building that second layer of engagement with your followers. Now, it might sound like that's a lot of work, but 10 seconds per follower, I'm at about 150 followers at the moment. It's really not too much effort. So that's something to think about, as well as how you reward your followers and how you show authenticity behind the brand. Other things that I've done, I've ordered a bunch of business cards that are focused on the account itself and nothing else. So they will be for distribution, sharing, etc., etc. Why have I done business cards in a digital age? Well, if I rewind back to when at D&T we were trying to cut through the noise of email marketing in the late 2000s, so 2007, 2008, email marketing was the only way that businesses were communicating with their prospects. We did a couple of direct marketing campaigns using letters and handwritten envelopes, and they stood out like a sore thumb because at that time nobody was doing it. Instead, your emails were starting to get bombarded with spam. So it's about being where the others aren't and finding different ways of amplifying your message. What will I do going forward? Who knows? It's a not-for-profit initiative. I'm not looking to monetize it in any way. So I don't want to spend too much cash behind this, and it's all personal off my own back. But hey, it couldn't be inconceivable. At some point, there might be a billboard. Who knows? I'm having some fun with the process, seeing what I'm learning. And as with all of my tips, I'll make sure that I continue to share what works and what doesn't work. So it's been great to do one of these videos on a Friday rather than last week's tips, which were on a Wednesday. Look forward to seeing you next week. And if you need any support in your business, you know where the gang at D&T are. Cheers, guys.